Welcome back to Excel for Economics. In this one, we're going to talk about how to become what seemingly like a wizard in Excel. So one of the things Excel has is a whole bunch of keyboard shortcuts, so you don't have to touch your mouse. This can save you a lot of time, so your hand isn't moving from the keyboard to the mouse continuously over and over again. So some shortcuts are given here, where you can change tab between programs. If you want to tab between sheets, you can use the control and page up or page down. So if you control page down, we're now in sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, we're at the end, and we can page up to go the other way. If we control shift page down, you can see down here that we're highlighting these sheets, and anything we type in here will be translated to all of these sheets in the exact same spot. So any code that we put in there, so let's say we highlight all these. So that's the other way to highlight, is to just shift and select the cells, is to say, okay, I want to know what equal len of this one. And it says it's 9, and I can see that it's 9 on every single sheet. Okay, so going back to the top. Things you can also do is go up to the top A1. In order to get to A1, you do control home. And you can see that it jumps up there. So you can do that in all the sheets just by sitting there going control home, control page up and down, and you'll get to the top left corner. If you want to go to the end, you can do control end, and that'll give you to the last cell which has an entry or that the Excel has registered. So if I put a value here, 1, and then delete it, that is now the end point, even though it's blank. Okay, so that's the last cell which has some reference to it. And you can see that. Okay, control home. All right, other things you can do is bold things, control B, italics, control I, underline things. If you want to enter the date, let's say you wanted to enter today's date, control semicolon will give you today's date. If you want to enter the day's time, you control shift semicolon, it'll give you the exact time right now. Oh, look, it's past midnight. Apply a different number format and different kinds of formatting. These make it a lot easier if you want to go to something. Let's say we want to go to D3. We can do control G and then type in D3 and hit OK, and we've immediately jumped to D3. If we wanted to go somewhere in another sheet, let's say we wanted to go to quote sheet 1, exclamation, I think it is, D3 isn't a valid reference. Why? Because it doesn't require quotes because there are no spaces. So here I am at D3 and sheet 1. Okay, so you can go to, you can replace things. You can replace hi with hello, control H, and then say hi, and replace that with hello. Find next, and then we hit replace. Okay, now it's got more characters. If I highlight an area and then say find hello and replace with yo, okay, find next. It can't find it inside of this gray area, so it stops looking and says, do you want, you're gonna have to increase the area. You've run out of ones, okay? Other things, start a new line of text. Control spacebar is the entire column. So if I want the control spacebar, I get the entire column. If I want the entire row, control or shift spacebar, I get the entire row. So let's say I wanted to put some formatting in there, that I wanted to have that all yellow. Okay, and then I can also do things like control shift end and that'll highlight every cell from there to the end. And if I wanted that a certain color, and if I was in the same spot, Control Shift Home, then I highlight everything up to the home, and I can do my formatting or editing appropriately. Now, Excel itself has helped you out as well, because every time you hit Alt, you'll notice these letters show up. And then you just have to enter that letter if you want to do something. So let's say we want to insert something, so we hit N, and now it's saying you can do all these things just with these letter returns, okay? So let's say we wanted to insert, what do we want to insert? Insert some shapes. Here we are in shapes, and then we can select which one we want, okay? So we're able to get there without having to move our mouse and click our mouse and move our mouse around. And now we can insert a shape. Fantastic, and we can make it bigger or smaller or whatever we want to do with it. We can do formatting of shapes and colors, change some text, all different types of things we can include. Okay, so using these commands can help save you time, because you're able to get it through the ribbons quite easily just by clicking Alt and switching between. If you want to go home, you can go home. And if you wanted to do decimal places, you could change your decimal places quite easily just with 0 or 9. Okay, great. And we'll see you in the next video.